There's a new dating website that is creating quite a stir on the internet.
What'sYourPrice.com sets itself apart by allowing less attractive men to pay for more attractive women to go on a first date with them. And here's a video clip from that website.
If a guy likes me, all he has to do is make me an offer to go on a date. If I like his profile and his offer, I say yes, and I get paid to go on a first date with him.
Well, obviously, this new site is stirring up a debate on if this is a form of prostitution or just a natural evolution of online dating. Our tech guy, Craig Agranoff, brought this site to our attention. I'm not going to be asking how he knew about this, but he's joining us live to talk more about this site. And Craig, first off, walk us through how the site really works.
Eric, I hope my wife doesn't ask me how I found out about this as well. That could cause some problems. This site works very similar to any other dating site on the web. You create your standard profile, you upload a picture, you go ahead and say some things about your personality, things you might like and don't like. But what differs this is then all of a sudden you start negotiating with the other person how much the date's worth to them. This is just so, I don't know, I want to call it salacious, but I cannot believe that a site like this actually exists. It kind of sounds like, no, it really doesn't, right? Maybe you know what I'm getting at.
Yes.
Craig, I know I've been out of the dating scene for, a quarter of a century here, but I still don't get why a woman would want to participate on this site if she just wants to go on a date. Why wouldn't she use a traditional dating site?
Yeah, I must agree with you on that one too, Liz. There's really no other reason to use a site like this unless you want to become a professional dater. So I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing classified ads. I am looking for a professional dater to come and help me out. But this is what it is. Unless you want to call it borderline prostitution, getting paid up front to go out on a date and half of it when you leave, if you liked it, it certainly implies a certain undertone.
Well, the creator of the site, they kind of counteract that, and they say that this is a good way for attractive women to find dates because it sorts out all the clutter of all of the emails that they get on the traditional sites, kind of only paring down the guys that want to give them the most amount of money. So what type of reaction has the site been getting out there?
Now, this might shock you, but for only being out less than roughly a week, this site has 15,000 members already.
Wow. And
out of those 15,000 members, they've already arranged 1,500 dates. And Eric, guess what state is number 4 in the country for arranging most of the dates on the site?
I'm going to guess Florida.
Right here. So some of our own neighbors are going out there and paying to go out on these dates and getting paid. I don't know. There's going to be women and men. It's not just the women. The person buying the date is called the generous. And the person who is selling the date is kind of like me, the attractive. And the generous pays the attractive this certain amount of money. You pay them half when you arrive and half when you leave. It boggles my mind that this is out there and it's gaining such popularity. But when I see that our neighbors are making the site, that we're number 4 in the country so far, obviously it's catching on.
Real quick, Craig, is this the new model for the new and improved dating website?
Liz, I don't think it's the new model. These dating sites have been around for a while, and although it's a little bit unique and a little bit fun and certainly causing a bit of a controversy, I can't see all other dating sites switching to this type of method. People have been paying for dating sites since the interwebs were almost developed. So I think that method will still go on, and there's still going to be a relative amount of spam on this as well.
All right, Craig Agranoff.